Thank you. Fine, thank you. So he cuts in front of me and I'm in this lane. This is a whole lane right here. All these cars over here is coming over here trying to cut in front of people just trying to get in. So he cut in front of me and then he moved up. A few months ago, I was in Texas and I was at the Blue Beacon about to get a truck wash. I had dropped my trailer off and basically my truck decided not to move. I was stepping on the clutch. I had to turn off and on my truck, and finally I was able to get it to move. My clutch was very stiff and it basically would not move. I kept pressing down on it, and it just was like stuck for no reason. I don't really like to idle my truck, so I had turned off my truck and I was just waiting in line for my turn when all of this happened to me. This part right here is called a slave cylinder. Now, as y'all know, I have a Peterbilt, and Peterbilt is like top of the line. So this slave cylinder part cost me $420. I really pulled up on a random mechanic who was in a yard working on different trucks and told him my issue. He basically told me to pick up a slave cylinder and a master cylinder because I basically told him my clutch and my clutch brake was brand new. I kind of forgot to record the old part so you guys could see it, but here is the new part. Every day I learn something new in this business, and I like to actually buy parts for some reason. I know some people be like, why would you want to be spending money like that? Don't really like spending money, but I actually like learning the different parts on my truck. So, you know, it's really personal for me. And this little tiny part right here is the master cylinder, you guys. Fluid does go right there. As you can see, it says brake fluid. And this was $300. Labor for this repair was around $450. Yes, I decided to replace the door speakers in my truck, and I decided to change out the radio because it was kind of acting up. I actually got like an amp and a big speaker and got the whole little setup for around $1,000 or so. I think the radio was around $200 as well. So, and that was separate. I had ordered that online. So I just wanted to include that in there, that, you know, I'm taking care of the truck, but you know, the inside, you know how your girl do. You know, we we pulling up, baby, in style. This is called a 7-way 2-hole bullet turn socket. This part cost me $17.91. 1 hour of labor, $119.99. Plus an additional $6 for something called shop supplies, whatever. I had this piece that was sitting on top of my truck removed for around $1,000. This body shop squeezed me in the same freaking day. Every single time it would rain outside, water would just be dripping down on the side inside my truck, and I didn't really know where it was coming from. So the only other place I could think of was the top of the truck, right? So now they was able to seal it up, and I have not had any issues since then. All right, let's go ahead and get into this sweet lemonade. So y'all probably thinking right now, like, why is your truck so dirty? What is going on? Okay, I'm about to tell y'all. So look, I tried the oil field, right? Yes, me, your girl, the oil field. I tried this out for like 2 days, y'all. Say what? In those 2 days, I pulled 3 loads. Each load paid $545. And then they added a fuel surcharge for each load for around $40 to $43. So after 3 loads, my truck had grossed $1,761.80. But the company's chassis that I was using take like 82%. So I really made off of those 3 loads $1,444.68. Now, y'all probably thinking, oh my gosh, that's some good money, girl. Why did you leave? And I'm about to tell y'all. First of freaking all, there's no service. Like, I was having T-Mobile and I had to switch to Verizon, like, for real. I had to wait for the loads to pop up on the app. Like, what? That's number 2. Number 3, the road is so bumpy. It's called the lease road, y'all. So the lease road is so bumpy. Even at 2 miles per hour, everything in my truck was just jumping and jiving and shifting. And even I was like going crazy. Like, I don't know. Number 4. Y'all really want to know number 4? I'm about to tell y'all number 4. You're 1 week in the hole and then you have to wait once a week to get paid. Like, no. The whole point of having my own authority is to get paid ASAP. And number 5 is basically the truck always stays dirty, like basically no matter what. This mud obviously hardens on every single part of the truck, underneath the hood, just in places where you can't even get to. I just feel like my equipment is very precious and I really appreciate my equipment, and I feel like it's just worth more than going through this crazy bumpy ride just to make $1. Like, it would never be worth it to me. It's like the truck is taking an ass whooping every single time you go to work. I had spent $500 and something on this truck jump starter because I didn't know that my battery terminal was basically bad. So I ended up keeping this. Also, as soon as I would cut the truck off, the lights inside of my cab would just cut off too. Everything, no power. This pallet right here, out of all the pallets on my trailer, decided to basically shift. I just thank God that the place did not freaking reject this load. I have never had a whole load rejected before under my own authority. Amen. But I just had to show you guys that stuff like this happens to all drivers at least once in their trucking career. I have 2 toolboxes that I purchased. Together they were around $1,200. This is my personal mechanic. He decided that it was best to just weld on the toolboxes onto my trailer. If you're paying attention and look, we decided to put these toolboxes on the right hand side of the truck. In case of an emergency, I need to get to the boxes and I'm stuck somewhere, I'm out of harm's way. And I just wanted to give y'all some ideas in case y'all have a truck and trailer and want to do the same thing. Here's a up close and personal look at these quality toolboxes. Very nice, very durable, nice extra storage space for us drivers who needs these types of things. I'm not mad about this damage right here. Like, this is really minor. The thing about it is that I have to wait like 15 days for the police report to be completed, number 1. Number 2, I cannot just go and get my truck fixed because I don't know how this insurance stuff is gonna go. I don't know if they're gonna send me to like 1 or 2 shops to get an estimate. So I can't even like touch my bumper, replace my bumper. There's nothing I can do at this point. The state police officer did tell me and make me aware that he had told the other driver that he was at fault for just cutting in front of me, didn't let me know nothing, didn't signal or just anything like that, just cut in front of me, underneath me like that. So until next time, you guys, Coco's Journey.